everybody, and welcome to a holiday edition of Same Bet. Today is the 4th of July, and we're going to take two classic strategies and pit them against each other. On one side, it's the Iron Cross. On the other side, simple 22 inside with a press and collect. Can one of these help us win our financial independence? Let's duke it out and see. All right, so here it is, 4th of July, and I am going to be pitting two of the classic strategies against each other. Just a simple video today where we're taking the Iron Cross versus 22 inside. You know, both are very popular strategies and popular for a reason. They're easy to play and they can win under the right circumstances. I'm also changing some things up. I have been using the 3-finger hardway set. After live fantasy craps on Wednesday night, watching Mark play, I wanted to check out the all 7 set with a 2-finger toss again. And so we're going to run that in the scenario today. I've trying to pay attention to what's rolling here. We're starting out with actually a couple of craps numbers. I don't have any bets on the table yet. I'm not messing around with the pass line. We're just trying to move this along a little bit. We're checking those strategies, not really checking a pass line strategy. I'm just pitting those two against each other. I am marking the all tall small as we go along with my Craps Nation friends chips, and so we'll be able to see how we're progressing. I also want to give a shout out really quick to Midnight Madness. He pointed out to me that in my last video I was very inconsistent on my starting point, on the where I launched the dice from. I was all over the place, and he was absolutely right. And if you have any hope of having any kind of influence over the outcome of these dice, you got to be consistent. So I have picked a spot on my table, and it's the white line there on the don't pass bar. See how I'm lining that up? You're going to notice this throughout the entire video. That is where I start every single toss. Now the landing zone, that's a little harder to influence. You could throw it a little too hard, a little too soft, a little too high, a little too low, a little spin. You know, there's a lot of variables that can go into it after it leaves your hand. So take advantage of what you truly can control, and that's the starting point of where you actually launch the dice. All right, it looks like we've finally established a point, and on the overhead camera, we're going with the 22 inside, and on the long camera, we are going to do the Iron Cross. Now, on my version of the Iron Cross for this video is 2 units on the 6 and the 8 and 1 unit in the field. That way I will still win a little bit more on the 6 and 8 than just a couple of dollars. Risking a little bit more, but I think for my style of play, that's what I want to do. I'm also going to freestyle it a little bit. I try to do a press and collect, but if I'm not tracking it, if I'm not specifically saying this shot I'm going to press, this shot I'm going to collect, then I get it confused. And in this particular strategy or video, I just wanted to freestyle it. I'm just out there having a little bit of fun today. Nothing too serious, not really trying to teach anybody anything, just having a little bit of fun with it. So hopefully you're at home and you're either you're curious about these two strategies and you want to see which ones will do better, or maybe you're playing along and your own favorite strategy against these two. Let's see how they do. If you're playing a different strategy, leave some comments below. Let me know how you did. All right, so yeah, like I said, we're going back to that 5-4-2-3, the all 7 set with a 2-finger grip, always starting from the same spot. Now, I've shown this before in another video, but I want to show it again. When we're doing the all 7 set, and let me just set it really quick here. I've got the 5-4, and it's hard to do from up in the air. All right, so I've got the 5-4-2-3. So you've got 7s all the way around. Let's see if I can turn it this way. So you got the 4-3, a 2-5. A 5-2, you know, it's all 7s, even on the 6 and a 1, and on the inside 6-1. There are 7s all over the place. Now the reason I really like this particular strategy is you have to be perfect in order to get a 7. I mean, you have to have a primary hit, or both dice have to twist the same way, but most of us, you know, you're going to have one die that flips that way, or maybe it flips back this way, or maybe it flips that way. I find that the all 7 set with a 2-finger grip is a great way to avoid the 7. Now, of course, it's going to come, of course, but it try it. That's all I'm saying, guys. If you have a practice rig at home, try it. I think you might be surprised. A lot of people think that, oh, I'm setting for the all sevens. Well, I got news for you guys. You're probably not that perfect. So try this and see if it actually adds a point or two to your SOR. All right, so let's get back to watching what's going on down here. There's another angle of the grip. Aces. All right, so what I'm trying to do here is the iron cross on one side and the 22 inside of the other. But I'm starting to press and collect. Sometimes I'm going to press out. Sometimes I'm going to press up. And we can see that, okay, we're on the, I'm pressing out to the 9 and the 10. So that aces at 1, 2 for 1, paid double. So I just took both of the winnings and I pressed up a couple of different numbers. And on the 22 inside, I've also done the same thing. I think on the 22 inside, I've got the 10 pressed, and on the iron cross, I've got the 4 pressed. All right, so here we go. We've got a 5. So that 5 is going to win $7. We've already hit it once, so I've already marked it with my Craps Nation chips. And we're going to rack this win and go to the other side. It is a 5, so we're going to lose that field bet, but the place bet's going to win $7. Replenish the field, rack the $2, bring the dice back, and repeat. All right, setting in the exact same spot. Try to land it as close to I can as the right past the big 6 and 8 is where I like to land it. Probably where that number 4 fire bet is, just really in the pass line section right there in front of that big 6 and big 8. That's what I'm aiming for. All right, we lost the field. We won the place bet.
Hey, real quick, while we're resetting all the bets, take this opportunity to hit that subscribe button down below. Don't forget to ring the bell and get notified of any new videos that I'm putting out. Thanks.
Here we go again. I also really like this. I've been calling it the grip cam. Nice close-up tight shot of the grip. All right, 6, 4, 10. That is the front line winner. Again, we don't have anything on the front line, so that really doesn't mean anything to us other than, especially on this side, there's no money on it at all. But over on the iron cross side, we've got money on the 10 and we've got money in the field. So we're going to win 10 for 1 for that field, for that place bet, and we're going to win $5 for the field bet. Just going to rack it up. All right, since this is a come out roll, I took my field bet down. I am not working the come out. A lot of times I will, but lately I've been burned on that so many times that I've become gun shy, and I'm not doing it. All right, so it's a 5, 1, 6. We're going to set the point over to the 6. Do it on both sides. Bring the dice back. Replace my field bet, and here we go again. Now this grip is incredibly comfortable. If you've ever tried to do, all right, there's a 4. If you ever tried to do the 3-finger grip and be consistent with it, where your fingers are level and your grip is just right, it takes a lot of practice. Oh, I hit the small. But it takes a lot of practice to get that 3-finger grip right. Now, if you can do it, you can make some money. I mean, it is a money shot. But if you're more of a casual gambler and you just want something to give you a little bit of an edge, that all 7 set with 2-finger grip, yeah, I'm liking it more and more every time I use it. All right, so now we are spread out. We are all the way across on all the place bets on both sides of the table. So now the only real difference between the two is I'm still using the field bet on the iron cross side. We'll see if it makes a difference in the end. Aces again. All right, so it's going to make a difference right now because the aces, it pays double in the bubble. Or is it the bubble pays double? I'm not really sure. Is that two's in a bubble? I think it's the bubble pays double. All right, so we are going to make $10 for that field bet. Rack it up. And we just keep going. Dice are out. And another field number. So the field is definitely making a difference right now. So when would that field not make a difference? If you are hitting a lot of 5s, 6s, and 8s, that field is actually going to hurt you more than it's going to help you. And mathematically, the 6 and 8s next to the 7, the 6 and the 8s are going to be what rolls the most, followed by the 5 and 9. Heart 8. All right, so we're going to mark that 8. That is the first 8 that's been rolled all day long. And we're going to get paid $7. And trying to decide what to do. Okay, we are going to press it up. So we're going to go to $12 on the 8 and flip over to the other side. And we've already got $12 on there, so we're going to lose that field bet, but we're going to win $14 or 15 for 1. And we're going to rack that up too. All right, so I'm not being very consistent between the two different strategies. Like I said, I'm just kind of playing a gut feel on both sides. Another field number. So sometimes I'll press it up, sometimes I won't. I'm just kind of making it up as I'm going along. Freestyle betting. Look at that. I forgot to put my field bet out there, so I'm not going to pay it. But I am going to put the field bet out this time. Dice out. And it's a 4-1-5. All right, that 5 has actually been a pretty hot number for me. So I've got $10 on the 5 right now. We're going to pay it 15 for 1. Last time I believe I took the money. This time I should press it, but I'm not. All right, so I'm going to take the money and run on that one. Flip to the other side, we're going to lose that $5 field bet, but we are going to win 15 for 1 for the place bet. Replace that field. Uh-oh. Oh, there we go. Okay, I got it. Replace the field. And this time I'm spreading out the press. Instead of pressing up a single number, I pressed both the 5 and the 8. I'm sorry, the 6 and the 8. $18 on both. All right, consistent starting spot. Slight swing back, let him go. Hit the big 6 and 8 for a 5-1-6. Frontline winner. All right, let's move the puck off. We're going to get paid $7, but what are we going to do with it? I'm just going to rack it up again. I'm surprised. I probably should have pressed it. I think I racked the last 2 innings. All right, so we're going to lose the field bet, but that $18 will pay 21. And let's rack that up too. All right, so I didn't replace the field bet. This is a come out roll, and we are not working. $9, it's 5-4-9. All right, the 9 has already been marked on the all tall small, so we're just going to move the puck over. Since it was a come out roll, we're not going to get paid on it. Bring it back over, set the puck on this side. Now here, we should put another $5 out in the field. There we go. All right, so I've got my field bet. Set the dice 5-4, 2-3, and I am using the larger dice, Craps Nation dice from Sleepy 2525. Boxcars. All right. So again, the field is we're playing the field to our advantage today. We've already marked the boxcars. So on this side, the bubble, it pays double, so we're going to make $10 for that $5 field bet. And this time, I'm going to press the 5 and the 9. I'm a fan of spreading out the presses. I know a lot of people will power press. There's a hard 8. A lot of people will power press, but for me, I'm not always very consistent on the numbers that I'm hitting. So if I have an opportunity to spread out over a couple of numbers, I'll do that because I have a higher probability of hitting a number and making at least a little bit of money rather than re-hitting a single number and making even more. So it's part of knowing your skill sets. Of course, I get lucky every once in a while. I'll go on a 20 or 30 roll run, but that's hindsight, and that's not the norm. So I like to spread out when I press. I like to spread it out when I can. And looks like I made $21 there. But did you see that? I made a mistake. Dice are out. That's a 4-2-6. All right, so we're going to get paid 15 for 1 over here. We've already marked 6 on the all tall small. So let's get that $15 out there. Pay $1. And what am I going to do here? Rack it. Okay. All right, flip to the iron cross side. We've got $18 on that 6. It's going to pay 21, but look at that. I forgot my field bet. I forgot to replace the field bet after that last loss of the field. Worked to my advantage this time. Earlier, when I forgot it, it's a wash. I think I rolled a ace deuce 3 earlier and didn't get paid. This time, I didn't lose, so it's a wash. But I did remember to put it out there this time. There we go. It's a 4-2-6. All right, so I have $12 out there. We're going to win 14. And this should be a press, if I remember right. There we go. All right, $14. Now, despite what I said a minute ago, this time I am going to take the entire thing and I am going to press the 6. And if I remember right, what I was thinking at this point is that I seem to be rolling the lower numbers. They're a little bit more dominant. So I'm trying to improve reading the table, reading what's going on, and I decided, okay, I'm going to go for it this time. I'm going to try to push that 6 up. But on the iron cross side, I started pressing the 6 and the 5 and the 9. Dice are out. That's a 3-1-4. All right, so we've got $5 in that 4. It's going to win 10 for 1. We'll rack it up. Move to the other side. All right, so I do have money on the 4 this time and the field. So we're going to win 10 for 1 for the place bet and another 5 for the field bet. Ooh, did you see that? I just took the money from my rack and paid myself. What can I say? All right, it's a 5-3-8. Yeah, I was hoping it would be a 6, but nope, got the 8. We're still alive, though. We're still playing. 8 has already been marked on the all tall small, so we're going to win our 15 for 1. And this should be a rack. But I'm not. I'm going to press it up. That's what I mean. I'm kind of freestyling it. I'm just going a little bit on gut feel, a little bit on trying to read the table and what's going on. Trying to catch up, I think, a little bit to the bets that I have on the iron cross side. All right, so I've got $18 out there. We're going to win 21. We lost the field, replace the field, and we're going to press this one up too. We're going to go to 24 units, $24 on that one. Press the 5 and the 9. up to a quarter each. All right, we've got this iron cross side pretty well pressed up. I'm pretty happy with how that's going. But there it is. All good things come to an end. So that's a 527. All right, so now we're going to take all of our bets down, and then we're going to rack it up and see, or add it up, see how we did. While we're doing this, do a quick shout out to George from Cyprus. He hosts a game on Sunday mornings, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, called Live Fantasy Craps. And he's been working with me to get my setup so that I can host the same kind of games on Wednesday night. So if you have a table and you're interested in throwing with a group of people, give me a call or give me a shout, samebet777@gmail.com, and let me know that you're interested, and we'll get you added to the roster. All right, let's start adding things up. We started with a $1,000 bankroll, and now I'm going to color up a little bit as we go. All right, we are going to make some money here. All right, so this is the one we started at the 22 inside with the press and collect, and we're going to end up with a $54 profit. There we go, $54. All right, this was the iron cross side. Let's see how we did here. There's 25, there's 50. So grab a couple of green chips. So it's going to be close. All right, there's 25, there's 50, 60, 70, $73. All right, so the iron cross actually came out the winner this time. And I paid myself out of my own money, so it really should have been 78. All right, guys, that's it for this 4th of July special. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you made a little bit of money on it too. And I look forward to seeing you again in the next video.